Hello and welcome to this special conversation with a good friend of mine, Jaydev Unadkat. Jaydev, thanks for joining me. Uh,
Hello, Boria
Jaydev,
Majumdar.
hi. The whole country is going through a very difficult period. It's a national emergency. You
Hmm.
people are people's representatives in a way. All of us consume you on prime time TV. How do you see your role in this? I mean, give me a sense how important it is to be Jaydev Unadkat at this point in time to spread the message about vaccination, about hygiene protocols, about masks. How do you see your role?
Yeah, first of all, see, it is a national emergency, and we are all a part of this. I must say that it's not just the guys who are outside, but it's even us who are here in the bubble who are affected by it. My family members got affected. I had to call a lot of hospitals and get a bed for one of my family members. And it's so. What all I'm saying is, we are in this together in a real sense at the moment. Having said that, I think being here at the moment is very important in a way that there's already a lot of panic in terms of what people are trying to do, what they're trying to protect themselves from. So for us, it is important that we spread the right message because, as you know, cricket is like a religion in our country, and people follow cricket and cricketers in a way that they look at us to guide. Uh, Now that the social media is a big platform as well, so in that way, people look at us to see what we are doing, or to see to see how we are approaching in this sense this pandemic. So it's very important for us to spread that positive message that yes, it is difficult, the times are very difficult, but if we take the right precautions, we can certainly come out of this sooner than later. So at the moment, I think it's very important for us, for myself, to keep spreading that message as much as we can. At the same time, I also believe that we got to keep this going, because even this is the IPL is something that that impacts a lot of people. It's not
I'll
just
come
us.
to that, Jaydev. I'll come to that. But
Yes.
what you just said is very important, and thank you for
Yeah.
saying it. I mean, and you said it very well. Just to tell my viewers what Jaydev just said, his parents too got impacted. So it is not as if they are not in it. They are also human beings. They are not celebrities here. They are part of us. Each one of us is in this fight together, and that's what Jaydev is telling us. Jaydev, one more question. Uh, Using social media, I mean, you, the Rajasthan Royals, the IPL as a platform, all of you guys, you have followers. When a Jaydev Unadkat picks a wicket, millions celebrate. So, do you also not think that this allows you an opportunity to go beyond the cricket field and touch hearts and make a difference to people? Even if 10 people are influenced by Jaydev to go and get vaccinated, to follow protocol, to wear masks, to physically distance, to sanitize, we have done a service to this country. Your thoughts?
Absolutely. I think I agree with you on that. Even if, say, for example, people who are watching IPL and at that time they see some ad on TV which says to go and get vaccinated, and if they do it, I think the IPL has done something good. And like in that matter for us, if someone is on my social media and everyone who is having an impact is posting something useful, or something that can help people in a way. So I think if they can get some help out of it, we have done something good for the country. And not everyone can be a frontline worker, believe me. Not everyone can be a doctor at this moment, but every one of us can be a helper, and that's all that we can do at the moment, I feel.
Excellent answer. Now to the IPL, Jaydev. Again, I mean, I have seen this. The IPL is always a soft target. It is as if everybody earns 15 crore rupees. That is not the case. The case is the IPL is a tournament that helps the first class cricketer, the Ranji Trophy cricketer. There was no Ranji Trophy last year. It helps the media, people like me. It helps my interns who are junior colleagues working because they have a job, thankfully, for the IPL, the groundsman, the technical people, the broadcaster, the fantasy sports industry. Your thoughts about the tournament and its importance as an ecosystem to sustain cricket in this country?
I think what you said just now is probably what, about 50-60% of the people impacted by that. And in numbers, if we see, I'm sure it goes on into lakhs, if not crores. I think that's the amount of people who are impacted by uh, this ecosystem that we now have in the IPL. And we know the economy is suffering, and if there is something which can actually keep the economy going at this moment, I think IPL is one of that platforms. And there's no way that you can just keep targeting it and see it from a negative point of view. I think in if you look at it that way, then all people are saying is, just be at home and do nothing. We're not going to survive like that. We still have to keep going. Yes, we have to take the necessary precautions. Yes, we can't have all the luxuries that we usually have in an IPL, which we anyways are not having. I think for us as well, traveling from a bubble to another bubble, wearing those PPE kits, not going out of the room for 8 days straight, just going to the ground, coming back. The families are at home, so everything is under control, I would say, in a way that not more than what the game requires is being used. So I think in that way, if this thing is what keeps a lot of number of people going in this time of pandemic, people should actually be backing it. And I know for a fact that in a cricket loving country like ours, rather than sitting at home every day, every night, talking about the pandemic, people are getting to watch thrilling games of cricket. And that's something that actually can spread a lot of positivity at the moment. And I am of the belief that this actually can help a lot of people get out the negativity of their life.
Just wish there were many Jaydev Unadkat speaking to the media like this. Honestly, I'm telling you this. I just hope there were many like you speaking out, because it is very important. Just to sum up again, what Jaydev is saying is so right. Think about it. There are many in this ecosystem. Just take one. Take the fantasy sports industry. There are too many companies now. Each company employs thousands. Now, each of these people, they have a family. Now, if there is no IPL, the money comes from there. Each of these people with their livelihoods will be at stake. The families will be at stake. Do you want more people in India without livelihoods? No economy working, no money coming into the family. Another few lakh of people sort of on the road. Do we want that? So why do we berate this tournament all the while? And there is no extravaganza, mind you. This is not entertainment. This is livelihood for a Jaydev Unadkat, for an intern, for a groundsman, for a technical staff. So for God's sake, use the IPL as a positive platform. Anyone who berates it. And this is not for Jaydev, this is for me. Fact is, if you really think it's ethical not to cover the IPL, let's not cover our political rallies. Because what we have seen in this country, that's where the problem is. Anyway, Jaydev, now coming to you, you were brilliant. Again, that slower ball, the 2017 conversation, you were excellent. And you've sort of, time and again been able to come back. This is another thing I want to ask you, Jaydev. Explain to me and tell me this hidden treasure of yours of being able to come back, because each of us need to come back to a sense of positivity, to believe that we can overcome, to believe that we can do good work. You have done that in your field. Tell me.
Yeah, I think, if you would have, I'm sure you would have, followed my journey being a cricket fanatic. There has been a lot of ups and downs. I have had my share of, criticism as well in the last 3 years, in the last 3 seasons of IPL. I have been doing as well as I can in the domestic circuit, but then somehow, I wasn't able to transpire that form into IPL for the last couple of seasons. And so one thing that I really, really believe, which helps you, is being honest to yourself. I think in my field, especially, I got to be honest with myself, and I need to. Yes, there was criticism of a manner which I think wasn't right. There were abuses, and there were people telling me, I'm not useful as a cricketer anymore, or a lot of things like that. But apart from everything else, I got to be studying my game and seeing what better can I do in my game. How can I get better and better? And that's one thing that all of us can keep doing, no matter how many seasons you have played, or no matter how many wickets you have taken. You can always improve your skills. And when the opposition gets to know what you are weak at, that's when you got to really pump yourself and take your game to the next level. So that's something that I have tried to work on my game as well in the last couple of seasons. Not to allow the batsman to read me, not to allow the batsman to predict what I'm going to do next. And as a cricketer, there are always going to, as a professional cricketer, there are always going to be challenges like this. I did have a hard time in the last couple of seasons when I was not able to perform well, but I'm happy now to be in a mind space where I'm able to work on my game and not think about anything else.
I want to say one thing for my viewers. Jaydev Unadkat gets 5 crores, 6 crores, 7 crores, 8 crores. Not that you are giving him. He's not going and snatching that money. People believe he's good enough. That's why he's being paid. Number two, he is not playing cricket because you and I have told him to play cricket and we have helped him to play cricket. He is playing cricket because he's good enough to play that game. Why are you not going and playing? Because you are not good enough. So stop abuse. Respect people for what they have achieved. He is part of that 1% in this country who has been able to make it to this level. The little we can do is respect that achievement. Forget the abuse. Let us all try and get better of ourselves rather than being trolls. Number two, Jaydev, give me a sense when you approach, you've just told me something fascinating. How did you deal with failure? How did you come to terms with it mentally? Give me how you coped with it and came back strong.
I think it's easier said than done, to be honest, Boria. But I did find it difficult in that certain phase where I was trying really hard, but then it wasn't just happening out there on the field. I was doing everything that I can in the practice sessions. I was trying to keep myself as fit as I can physically, but then somehow when I was in the game, there will be one over or just a couple of balls that will just change, and it will actually make me look like I didn't do well in the whole game. So in that whole period, I would say I wasn't bad. I wasn't in a patch where I wasn't just doing well. It was just in some phases where I was not doing well, and I think it was all in the mind. That's what I felt was happening with me. So when I was trying to study what went wrong, those things came to my mind. I need to be strong mentally. I need to overcome those pictures that come to my mind when I'm in the middle, when I'm on the ground, that what if I fail. I got to stop thinking about what if I fail. It's all about getting better. It's all about making your family and friends proud of you. I think that's what I have always been relying upon. And since I got married this year, it has become even more worthy enough now that I have a partner with me who believes in me as much as I do. So it has got better for me, to be honest. After that, I feel more calmer, I feel more settled in life overall, and that has impacted the game, I would say.
Belated congratulations, and I hope the family is proud as much as we are. So keep performing. Give me a sense of the Rajasthan Royals camp, Jaydev. There have been injuries. There have been people who, and again, I respect each one of them, whether it is an Andrew Ty, whether it is a Zampa, whether it is anybody hits his or her personal call at this point to do what they believe. But give me a sense of the camp. Is the camp still focused? Is the camp still positive? What is the talk inside the camp? How are you guys trying to shun negativity?
Yeah, I think, to be honest, we are actually coming together really well, and we are bonding with each other well, because being in a bubble, we are not supposed to talk to or meet to anyone except us in the team. So the team room visits are a lot more frequent. We guys talk a lot more in the practice sessions as well. And talking about our camp at the moment, I think the atmosphere is still very positive. And like you said, everyone takes each one's decisions in a positive way. I think if an Andrew Ty decides to go home, it's because he must have felt something in his mind, and that's right on his part. People are supposed to feel a lot of things. People are supposed to be anxious at times, and it's not easy, mind you. It's not easy to be in this bubble, especially when you are alone and your family is out there back home. And I think if an individual is capable enough, or if if the mind space is right, I think the franchise is doing everything that it can. To be honest, I must say that the management has given us that liberty of speaking to them of whatever is the matter, and the atmosphere is quite positive. I don't see a lot of negativity being spread around, and that's something that we got to keep going, because also what is important is that we are expected to perform out there on the ground. So negativity doesn't help that. I think we got to keep ourselves positive, and got to keep enjoying the game. And we are getting to play the game, which is in itself a blessing at the moment. I think for all the first class cricketers, for all the players who are actually waiting to get to play a cricket match out there back home, we should all be thankful enough that we are in this position to play at the moment.
Last two questions. And again, to just clarify, whether an Andrew Tye goes home or a Pat Cummins gives $50,000, there's no right and wrong in that. Huh? Anyone who says he's right, he's wrong is not correct. There is no right, no wrong. It is all about individual belief, and everyone is a free person at this point in time to deal with what his mind space is telling him to do. And we must as a collective respect that, because that's what we can do as humanity, to be together. And this is a time to be together. Jaydev, so far, rather, how do I say it? Sort of up and down campaign, great start. But then there was a dip, again a comeback. How are you approaching the rest of the tournament?
I think we're getting the feel that the team combination is right at the moment. Even though we lost that game against RCB down and out, apart from that game, I think all the games have been more or less in control, or at least 50% in our control, which is a good sign. And the bowling side looks really good at the moment. I think the plans are working out. So we are on the right track. I must say that the energy is flowing in the right way in the team. Sanju is also getting an idea of how of the combination of the team, how to go about in the campaign further. And I'm sure there'll be matches where we will be able to dominate and win in the next week or the couple of weeks.
Finally, you are now one of the senior people in the side, part of the leadership group. You've played IPL for several years. What is your role when you see someone like a Chetan Sakaria? You've got to groom him as well. You have a young captain in a Sanju Samson. Tell me about your role as an experienced campaigner, been there, done that, sort of part of the leadership ecosystem of the team.
I think first and foremost is to look after the responsibility given to me, which is to bowl those crucial overs, and whenever required, to step in. For example, if I'm standing next to Sanju, if a wicket falls, if I feel something, if I get a certain idea, just to transfer that idea to the captain. But at the end, it's about what he feels out there on the ground. But yes, like you said, it's important that I keep on contributing, not just on the field, but off the field as well. If a guy like Chetan feels something for him, or if he feels he should be doing certain things in the practice, he's not able to transfer that message to the coaches or to the management. It's it's my responsibility, or it's a part of my job now to look after him and to look after guys who are trying to convey the messages to the management. So be that bridge in between the players. I think that's what the senior players are supposed to do, and as much as I can, I think I'm being able to do that at the moment.
Jaydev, I'll finish off there. It's been a pleasure talking to you. I will say two things at the end. I've seen you close to several years now. I mean, we've been friends for several years, and I will say more power and success to you. But more importantly, yes, you have achieved a lot in the cricket field and you will do well. But more importantly for me, you're an excellent human being. So keep making a difference to people's lives. The way you are contributing, keep doing that. Keep doing that. And in any possible way that we can back you guys up and help you, because we are part of the same ecosystem.
Yes.
We are the same team. Each one of us are part of the same team. So stay well, Jaydev. Stay safe. Keep inspiring us all. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Boria bhai. Take care and stay safe, you guys as well.